Imagine a moment when everything you've ever known begins to dissolve. The familiar patterns, the routines, the relationships, they all start to feel different. It's as if the world around you is shifting, but not in a way that's visible to the naked eye. It's deeper, more profound, like a current of energy moving beneath the surface of your life. You can't quite put your finger on it, but something is happening, something big. You're not the same person you were yesterday, and you can't go back to who you used to be. This is the beginning of your spiritual awakening, and with it comes a transformation that is both beautiful and terrifying. You start to see through the illusions, the false identities, the societal norms that once held you in place. You start to feel a pull towards something greater, something more authentic, more aligned with your true self. But as you embark on this journey, you realize that in order to grow, you must let go. Today, we're diving into the 6 things that highly spiritual souls slowly quit as they awaken to their true nature. These aren't just habits or behaviors, they're deeply ingrained aspects of our lives that we often cling to out of fear, comfort, or conditioning. But as you'll see, releasing them is not only necessary, but also liberating. 1. Quitting the need for external validation. The first thing highly spiritual souls let go of is the need for external validation. In a world that constantly seeks approval through likes, comments, and followers, it's easy to fall into the trap of defining your worth based on what others think of you. But as your spiritual journey deepens, you start to realize that true validation comes from within. You begin to understand that the opinions of others are simply reflections of their own inner world, not of your inherent value. Slowly, you quit the need to be liked, to be understood, to be accepted by everyone. You find peace in knowing that your worth isn't determined by external factors, but by your own sense of self-worth, and this realization frees you from the endless cycle of seeking approval. 2. Letting go of material attachments. Next, spiritual souls gradually release their attachment to material possessions. Our society equates success with the accumulation of things: money, cars, houses, designer clothes. But as you grow spiritually, you start to see these things for what they are: temporary, fleeting, and ultimately unfulfilling. You realize that true abundance isn't measured by what you have, but by who you are. It's about the richness of your inner world, the depth of your connections, the love and joy you cultivate within. And so, you begin to let go of the need to constantly acquire more. You simplify your life, declutter your space, and focus on what truly matters. But this isn't to say you renounce all material things. Rather, you detach from the belief that they define you. You find joy in the simple things, in experiences rather than objects, in being rather than having. And in doing so, you create space for what truly nourishes your soul. Before we dive into the next 3 things that highly spiritual souls quit, I want to take a moment to connect with you on a deeper level. If this journey resonates with you, if you're feeling that inner shift, that pull towards something greater, I invite you to join our community. Subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell, and become part of a growing tribe of souls who are awakening to their true potential. Together, we can support each other on this path, share our experiences, and continue to grow in ways we never imagined. And if you're ready to dive even deeper, leave a comment below about your own experiences. What have you found yourself quitting as you've grown spiritually? Let's start a conversation and learn from each other's journeys. 3. Releasing the need for control. Another significant shift that occurs during spiritual awakening is the gradual release of the need for control. As humans, we're conditioned to believe that we must control every aspect of our lives to ensure our happiness and success. But this belief is rooted in fear: fear of the unknown, fear of failure, fear of chaos. As you awaken spiritually, you begin to see that control is an illusion. The more you try to control, the more you resist the natural flow of life, And so you slowly start to let go. You trust in the process, in the divine timing of the universe, in the unfolding of your life's journey. You realize that there is a greater plan at play, one that you may not always understand, but one that is always guiding you towards your highest good. This doesn't mean you become passive or indifferent. Rather, you learn to surrender. You set your intentions, take inspired action, and then release your attachment to the outcome. You trust that whatever unfolds is exactly what you need for your growth, and you find peace in the uncertainty. 4. Abandoning toxic relationships. As your spiritual awareness deepens, you also begin to reevaluate the relationships in your life. You start to notice the people and connections that drain your energy, that hold you back, that keep you stuck in old patterns. These may be relationships that you've held onto out of obligation, fear, or comfort, but as you grow spiritually, you realize that they no longer serve your highest good. And so, you slowly quit these toxic relationships. You distance yourself from those who bring negativity into your life, who undermine your growth, who don't align with your values and aspirations. This can be a painful process, as it often involves letting go of people you care about, but it's necessary for your own well-being. In their place, you attract relationships that uplift and support you, that resonate with your true self, that encourage your spiritual growth. You surround yourself with like-minded souls who are on a similar path, who inspire you, challenge you, and help you to become the best version of yourself. 5. Ceasing to compromise your authentic self. As you continue to awaken, you also begin to quit compromising your authentic self to fit in or please others. Throughout life, we're often pressured to conform, to play roles, to wear masks that aren't true to who we really are. But this comes at a great cost: our authenticity, our joy, our inner peace. Highly spiritual souls slowly quit this habit. They start to embrace their true selves, with all their quirks, flaws, and unique qualities. They no longer feel the need to hide or diminish themselves to make others comfortable. Instead, they stand in their truth, unapologetically, and live in alignment with their highest values and beliefs. This shift brings a profound sense of freedom and fulfillment. You start to attract people and opportunities that resonate with your true self, and you create a life that feels deeply aligned with who you are. You no longer compromise your authenticity for the sake of fitting in, because you've realized that the only approval you truly need is your own. 6. Quitting the fear of death. Finally, one of the most profound shifts that occurs in the spiritual journey is the gradual release of the fear of death. This may seem like a heavy topic, but it's one that highly spiritual souls come to terms with as they grow in their awareness. As you awaken, you start to see death not as an end, but as a transition, a natural part of the cycle of life. You begin to understand that your true essence is eternal, that the soul transcends the physical body, and that death is simply a doorway to another dimension of existence. This realization brings a deep sense of peace and acceptance. You no longer live in fear of the unknown, but in trust of the divine plan. You start to live more fully in the present moment, appreciating the beauty and impermanence of life. And in doing so, you free yourself from the limitations of fear, allowing yourself to experience life in its fullest expression. As you continue on your spiritual journey, you'll find that these 6 things — external validation, material attachments, the need for control, toxic relationships, compromising your authentic self, and the fear of death — are all things that you gradually release. It's a process, one that takes time, patience, and self-compassion. But as you let go of these old patterns, you make space for something much greater: your true self, your true purpose, and a life that is deeply aligned with your soul. Remember, this journey is yours alone, and there's no right or wrong way to navigate it. Trust in your own process, honor your own pace, and know that you are exactly where you need to be. If you found this video insightful, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who might benefit, and subscribe for more content like this. Together, we can continue to awaken and support each other on this incredible journey of the soul.